Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of MagicReviewed.com. Today we have Roughing Stick by Harry Robson and Lawrence Turner, published or put out by Vanishing Ink Magic. Basically what you're getting for 15 bucks is a box with that in it. That's it. And just so you get a sense of the size here, here's a playing card, and that's how big it is. So not too big, it's very small. And it feels fine. It doesn't. It's not sticky. It's not greasy or waxy or anything like that. There's nothing. It almost feels like. I was about to say there's nothing I could compare it to, but it feels like a piece of chocolate, like you know, the little thicker piece, like if you were baking. It's almost like that, except it's not gonna get melt all over you. Now, if you don't know what to do with a roughing stick, I'm sorry, but I'm not really going to say too much about that because I don't want to expose too much. But I will go as far as, quote, exposing anything that they talked about in the ad copy. And so if it was in the ad copy, then I feel fine talking about it here. So what this allows you to do is to, if you know how, say, a brainwave or an invisible work, then you know what this is all about. And so what I've done here is I've used this on these cards. These are paired up with diamonds behind them. And so it literally took me, 15-20 seconds to set this up. You just take this, and with the cards flat on the table, one at a time, not in a group like this, you stroke right down the back with a little bit of pressure, and then you do that on the front of another card. So I did it on the front of this, the back of that, and bam, now you got your thing, okay? And if it sounds a little cryptic, I apologize, because again, I'm trying not to expose too much. But you don't have to do the whole card. However, the way this block is designed is very clever. If I want to do that, just a strip about this wide, I use it this way. If I wanted to do a skinny strip, maybe at the top or in the middle or wherever, I could turn it this way. And if I want to do a wide strip, just down the whole block, I just whoosh, go right down the back, and I've just coated the whole card. So that's the basic idea, and it works really well. These cards are working just like this kind of pair of cards should work. And then just getting them apart, look at that, very good. And if you know about this concept and you've used or handled cards before, using this concept, you know that they aren't as easily able to do that as I'm doing here, as you can see here. Oh, that was a little tricky. There we go. There. Now in the video, they do say that you can fan these out and have the spectator touch one and pull it out. I don't know if I trust that, frankly. But I just did it right now, and it seems... Let me see if I can get a good angle on this. Okay, remember, the other half of these cards are all diamonds, all right? So, spectator touches here, let's say, and they would pull that card out. So, I'm just trying to get the camera on this. And pull that. Yeah, that came right out, man, actually. So, I guess that works, yeah. So, that's very, very cool. You could let the spectator take the card out of the deck. That's nice. Now, what are the applications for that? That's between you and your imagination. And I don't want to expose too much there. And I feel bad that I've said as much as I have. So anyway, there are a couple things I wanted to address, though. The ad copy said there's no residue on the cards. This is not quite true. All right, so here's a pair. All right. I don't know if I can get the light on this just right or not. I may not be able to show you guys this. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Let's see. Maybe I can get it on the back of this one. Yeah, there you go. Okay, look at that. Do you see that? That's pretty clear. There's a residue back on the back of the card. It's like a strip of it. It almost looks like the outer train tracks, right? Because I took that block and I just... Let me get it out of the box again here. And with that block, I just did this. Whoosh, ran it right down the back there. And it does leave some residue there, if you can look there, okay? And it's also on the face of this card. I just can't quite get the light to show it to you. but it's there. It's actually more pronounced than this one was, than the back of this. But I mean, I'm looking right at it, and it's very, very clearly there's something on the card. Okay, I wish I could show you that, man. I don't. Shoot, that's so funny. Because it's so obvious that it's there. I just cannot get the right lighting to show it to you. Anyway, you have to take my word for it, guys. Now, here's the thing. That residue doesn't come off. I mean, it just stays on the card. It's almost like if you... It's not even sticky, really. I mean, it's not... I don't know, I guess it's a little tacky there, but let me just see if it sticks to my finger. Not really. All right? So it's not very sticky. It does, if you run your finger across it, feel a little bit like maybe a dried glue stick or something on there. And so, but again, here's the pair, and it's very, you know, well, they did come apart. Let me get one I haven't been fiddling around with here. Okay, here's one. Okay, so they're together, and they hold, but they spread super easy. So, and it's not the kind of thing where they're going to be... I don't think that the fact that there's a little bit of residue on there is a problem, but I just want to make sure you're aware that there is that residue on there. Other than that, I really don't have anything that I'm concerned about with this product. This will last you forever. I mean, that's, you know, crazy amount, and it doesn't even look like I used it, and I did. I used it on whatever 26 cards, right? Is that 26? Yeah, 26 cards. So. Now, if you want to create your own special gimmicks, there's like, you know, David Regal's got a lot of effects that are really good that I've never done because I didn't want to go through the trouble of creating the cards necessary. Well, now with this, it's super easy. And I mean, in the video that comes with the stick here, it's a streaming video. I'll talk about that in a minute. But in that video, Harry Robson makes an entire brainwave in like 2 minutes, literally. They had a clock on the screen showing him do it. It took him 2 minutes. So you can do it super fast. He tells a story of a case where he was in a situation where he needed to do like a stand-up thing, and he was only prepared to do close-up. And so he went in the back room and he took one of his new decks of cards and he quickly made a brainwave, and then he went out and he has a whole like 10-minute brainwave presentation that he did, and he did it for the show, and it worked out well. So this is a great thing to carry around with you, you know. On the inside of the cover here is a link that shows you how to use this. I'm half tempted to tell you what the link is because there's no password on it. I imagine, you know, if you Google search it, you might end up finding it by accident. But I'm not 100% sure how ethical that is, so I'm going to leave that and not tell you that. But it's a 15-minute video, and they really don't teach you anything other than how to use the stick. They don't teach you any effects, or it's very, very bare bones. It's well produced and everything. The audio was a little off. It was a little quiet in some parts, but overall it's fine. So I'm rambling at this point, guys. Bottom line, this is, if you have a purpose for using this concept, you know, RS concept, you know what I'm talking about, then you will be happy with this. If you want to make your own brainwaves and invisibles for the rest of your life, again, I don't know how ethical that is. You know, I don't know all the history on those two decks, so I don't know if it's even ethical to create your own. I'm not sure. I know a lot of other people produce them, so it probably is, and it's probably just one of those things that's just so old that, you know, it's totally cool to do it. But I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I didn't do any research on that. But assuming that there's no ethical issues with creating your own invisibles and brainwaves, then get this thing for $15, and you'll never have to buy another one of those decks again the rest of your life, because you can make one with a brand new deck in 2 minutes. And, you know, a brand new regular deck of cards, especially if you're buying them at Costco, it's like $1.50 a deck. So, as you know, invisibles and brainwaves can be, you know, $10 to $15. So, there you have it. That's it, guys. I gave it 4 stars. Stone status of gem. I have a funny feeling that there was one other issue that I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but that I did put in the written review. So make sure you read the written review, and just to double check, make sure there's nothing else that you need to be considering if you're going to buy this product. Enough of that. Random iTunes song of the moment is Yes. Poison. Man. Actually, hold on a second. I'm thirsty. Give me a second. I think that the actual written random iTunes song was also Poison. I'm just going to check real quick because I've got a quick story to tell you about this. Let me see. Yes, it was. Yeah, okay. That's why I remembered right. So this is twice now where I've got the written and the video random iTunes song at the moment were from the same band, same album. That happened last week. Here's the thing. My wife, every time a song from Poison comes on, or Bon Jovi, or Guns N' Roses, she always says, it's the same thing. They're all the same. Guns N' Roses, they got a very distinct sound. Oh, that's Bon Jovi, right? And I'm like, no. She's like, Poison? No. So, it's just a funny little goofy thing we do. And now it gets to the point where even if she recognizes it, she'll say the wrong band. So here I am today, writing a review. A song comes on called The Last Song by Poison. And I'm hearing it, and I actually didn't recognize it, but I was absolutely sure that I recognized the voice. Clearly, it was John Bon Jovi. And I'm listening to it, I'm like, I just want to make sure before I write it for the random iTunes song of the moment. So I click over to iTunes and look, and sure enough, it was Poison. Bret Michaels, not John Bon Jovi. So that was the first time I ever could totally relate to my wife, where she couldn't tell the difference between Poison and Bon Jovi. And believe me, as a huge Bon Jovi fan, I am embarrassed about that. But I'm just laying it all out there for you folks. So now you know that at least the last song by Poison, which was the written random iTunes song of the moment, does sound like John Bon Jovi. But Ride the Wind, and you know, doesn't Bon Jovi have a song called Ride the Wind? Wild is the Wind. And Ride Cowboy Ride. Maybe I'm mixing those up. But anyway, this is the most rambling one I've done in a while. Guys, sorry. Ride the Wind, Poison. That's the random iTunes song of this video. Thanks for watching. Remember, guys, if you like my videos, please click the subscribe button on YouTube. Go to magicreview.com and click on the free magic link and sign up for the newsletter, and you get put into drawings, monthly drawings for free products that I've reviewed. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace out.